Hello little butterflies in that box. Please come out so I can see you. Hello little butterflies, where are you? Please come out so we all learn pronouns. Hello little butterflies. Today we want to learn something new, and last time I told you when I come to my class today we'll be discussing on pronouns. And what did we say pronouns are? These are words that are used in places of nouns. Meanwhile, they are used to replace nouns so that we may not repeat the same word again. For example, I can say, this is a bag. And if I don't want to repeat the word bag, I will say, this is mine, to mean the bag is mine. It belongs to me. And the word mine there is also a pronoun. So, let us learn all together. I said, if you want to know more about pronouns, we can learn together. For us to cram the word pronouns, the types of pronouns properly, I'll give you an easy acronym that will enable you learn pronouns easily and even know more about them. So we have 6 types of pronouns. The first one we have demonstrative pronoun. The second one is relative pronoun. The third one is reflexive. The fourth is interrogative. The fifth is personal, and the sixth one is possessive. So we want to see what is relative, what is reflexive, what is possessive, and what is personal pronoun. The first one, we are going to start with demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns, these are pronouns used to replace the noun talked about in a sentence. If we do not want to mention the same noun that was mentioned before in a sentence, and we want to refer to the specific thing talked about, we'll use demonstrative pronoun. They include words like this, that, these, and those. I said demonstrative pronoun include words like this, that, these, and those. For example, if you want to construct a sentence using demonstrative pronoun, we'll say, the bag is mine. So instead of saying the bag, I will say, this is mine, to mean I've now replaced the word bag with the word this. And in plural form, it becomes these. This, the plural form is these. And when something is near is when we will use the word this. But when the object we're talking about is far, we'll say that. In example 2, we have, that is my pen. And when there are many, we'll say, those are our pens. When something is far, or we cannot reach it, we'll say, please help me with that. And in plural form, we'll say, please help us with those. So from those examples, we have demonstrative pronouns, which are 4. This, that, these, and those. Now we've known demonstrative pronoun, and as now we can use them in examples. Now let us now look at relative pronouns. What are relative pronouns? From the word relative pronouns, these are pronouns used to introduce a relative clause. What's a relative clause? A relative clause is a clause that provides more information about a noun or a noun phrase. And if you want to know more about this noun and noun phrase, please follow me and watch my next video that I will be posting more about types of sentences. And under noun phrase, that is whereby we'll know the type of sentences. In most cases, relative pronouns are used in complex sentences, and we only use them mostly when we want to introduce the second clause. That is the first clause and the second clause that is joined by a comma or a conjunction. And for more information about that types of sentences, you just heard me talking about complex sentences. Don't forget to watch my next video that I will be talking about types of sentences. Having known that relative clause, now let us list which types of relative clause are these, or what are these relative clause. We'll say relative clause include things like relative pronouns are, we have which, whose, who. Having looked at the three types of pronoun, now let us go to the fourth one, that is interrogative pronoun. Let us look at number 4, that from the word interrogative. Can we tell what an interrogative pronoun is? From the word interrogative, we get the word to interrogate. To interrogate is to ask. Now we can say these pronouns are used to ask questions. For instance, if we don't want to repeat the same noun in a sentence, we can use interrogative pronouns. Note, when we are using these interrogative pronouns, we should always use a punctuation mark, that is a question mark. And in many cases, a lot of people tend to mistake between interrogative pronouns and relative pronoun. How can we tell the difference? In interrogative sentences or in interrogative pronouns, the sentences end in question marks. Let us give examples of interrogative pronouns. Examples we have who. Another one we have whose. Another one is what. Example we have is whom. How can we use these ones in sentences? We can say, whose book is this? Instead of using a pronoun, a noun there, we have used the pronoun whose. And now we are saying, whose book is this? What are you looking at? Because in that case, we need a noun. And now instead of saying that noun, we've now replaced it with an interrogative pronoun. Another one is, whom do you think will sponsor my education? And now instead of using the name of a person there, we've used an interrogative pronoun, whom. Last but not least, we are now going to the second last one, that is personal pronoun. Personal pronoun, which is our number 5. What is a personal pronoun? A personal pronoun is a word that is used to replace the name of an object or the name of a subject. Under personal pronoun, we don't have to repeat the naming word, which is now the noun. And under personal pronoun, we have two. We have objects and we have subject. Under this personal pronoun, we again have the first person, the second person, and the third person. And now let us look. What is first person, second person, and third person? We have first person, second person. Let us draw our table. And under first person, second person, and third person, we again have singular and plural. The first one now, we are going to look at personal pronoun, but we are going to talk about the subjects. I said we have the objects and the subjects, and now we are going to look at the first one, that is subject. The subject under personal pronoun is now the person talking in the sentence. And now we'll say person singular. The first person now here is I. Second person is you. And third person we have he, she, and it. In their plural forms, I will now become we. You, because we cannot change it to form, it still remains you. All these he, she, and it, they will all become they. How can we use these pronouns in sentences? We'll say, I will come, and we'll say, you are eating. Instead of saying, Peter is eating, and now we can see that Peter, because second person singular or second person refers to people whom we can see and even touch, meaning they are closer to us than those who are in the third person. And I will say, you are eating. And in plural form, it becomes, you are eating. When Peter has his friends, we'll say, you are eating, because we can reach them. And the plural form becomes, and in third person, in the third person we'll say, he, she, and it. For example, he will see me tomorrow, meaning we don't have that person closer to us. That person is far away from us. Now we'll refer to them as he, she, and it. It will rain tomorrow. She will see me in the evening, or she is calling you. All these will change to they. They will visit on December for Christmas celebration. And now we are going to look at personal pronoun under objects. Now let us look at personal pronoun under object. Under object, we again have first person, second person, and third person. Let us draw our table. First person, second person. Under first person, second person, and third person, we again have singular and plural. And now, under objects, objects are now the people who are being talked about in the sentence. And now we'll say, first person becomes me. In plural form, it becomes us. And in second person, it is him, her, and it. Second person, it is you. And in plural form, it becomes you. Under third person, we have him. He will become him. She will become her. And it will become it. All these fall under personal pronouns. We are now going to the last bit of pronouns, which is possessive pronoun. And from the word possessive pronoun, we get the word possessive. What is the meaning of possessive? We get a verb to possess. To possess is to own. And so these pronouns show that a person possesses something, or something belongs to somebody. And in these cases, we have words like mine, yours, hers, its, and in their plural forms. And now let us look at examples. Don't forget, because we're still talking about persons, we'll have our first person, second person, and third person, and their plural forms. And now we have the first person, which is mine. I, in a possessive pronoun, will turn to mine. And you, in a possessive pronoun, will now become yours. And in the third person, she will now become hers. Will now be his. And it will now be its. And whenever we are writing these words, there is no apostrophe. We don't put any mark there, because these words show that a person possesses something. But when we have an apostrophe here, it becomes it is. So please don't mistake it is with the word its. And now, in plural form, mine will be ours. yours will still remain yours. And his will be theirs. His will be theirs in plural, and it will still remain to be theirs in plural. Let us now use them in sentences. I will say, the packet of biscuit belongs to me. Under possessive pronoun, I will say, the packet of biscuit is mine. If the packet of biscuit belongs to you, I will say, the packet of biscuit is yours. And if the packet of biscuit belongs to him, I will say, the packet of biscuit is his. And if the packet of biscuit belongs to her, I will say, the packet of biscuit is hers. And in another example, I will say, the tail belongs to it. And now, in its possessive pronoun, I will say, the tail is its. The tail is its, or its tail is waggling. And in its plural form, we'll say, the tail is theirs. If at all you want to know more about relative pronouns and at times find them hard to understand, please don't forget to follow and watch my next video, which will be talking about types of sentences. And in that types of sentences, I will explain more about relative pronouns and even give more examples. And from then, I think you won't find it even hard to tackle sentences and understand the types of pronouns. Until then, please don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and like, share, comment. Bye-bye.